Hey everybody, this is Warren with the Fishinaries. Today we're going to be doing a really quick DIY, getting ready for a first time fishing outing. Today we're going to turn all this PVC into rod holders. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Before we get started doing the project, I just want to run through a quick list of the things you may need. So first thing you're going to need is 1/4 bolts, approximately 2.5 inch long. The next thing you're going to need is adjustable wrench or ratchet. The next thing you're going to need is 1/4 nylon lock nuts. Next thing you're going to need is something to measure with, a saw, approximately a 3/8 drill bit, and a drill. Okay, so step one. What we're gonna do is, and I didn't tell you in the beginning, but something to write with. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, I am actually making a ton of these because I got a couple, 3, 4 young guys who are going out to fish, so we need rod holders. I did not want to spend a lot of money on rod holders. They can be expensive, but with this method, you're only going to be spending approximately $1.80 to $2.50 per rod holder. Okay, so now first thing we're going to do, I'm also making some for me, so I like 4-foot long rod holders. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark at 4 feet. And this is also a 10-foot length of PVC. So if you can buy them in 20, it's even cheaper. So I'm gonna make a mark at 4. I'm gonna make a mark at 8. And that also leaves about 2 feet. So the good part about that is this. I can make 3 rod holders off one $5.97 10-foot stick of 1.5 PVC. It's a beautiful world, only in America. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is at that 4-foot mark, I am actually going to make a cross, because that is the point where I'm going to make my slice for my angle of my rod spike. Okay, so now that we've already marked that pipe, we're going to grab the saw. Now I use a sawzall. I'm working by myself. Now let me do the safety thing. Always be safe when using any type of sharp instrument, power tools. Kids, don't try this at home. Get an adult to help you, okay? Adults, if you're not that mechanically inclined, get someone to help you that is. Okay, everybody's covered? All right. So, at the point of my cross, I'm gonna start cutting in an angle. Okay, so as soon as it wants to. We're gonna take that out. So I'm gonna cut it at an angle. First spike done. Okay? So first spike done. Just that simple. You got one spike. Okay? Now, that's one. We're gonna find out our next mark. try to cut it off as straight as you can. That always helps. Okay, 2 spikes. Now, this 2-footer is going to be very good for the young guys because the 2-footers, their rods are not going to be as long as I use when I'm out on the bank and I'm fishing a big river and I need distance. We'll talk about that in another video. So for the last spike, what we're going to do, we're going to brace it. Cut that last one in an angle, okay? So now we have 3 spikes, okay? Now, a lot of people, a lot of times, you can stop at that point right here because that's enough. That's what people like. That's what you buy in the store. And let me take a moment right quick to tell you why I like Schedule 40 PVC. Schedule 40 PVC is actually thicker than Schedule 20, of course, and cheaper than Schedule 80, okay? And it lasts a long time. These can last you a very long time. Okay, so now that we got that done, now it's time to answer the question of what I want 1/4 bolts for. And a drill and all that stuff. This is something I do. It's personal preference. I have a hatred for my reels riding on the top, on the tip of the PVC. It rashes the reels. It rashes the reels. It just irks me. It's one of those fisherman quirks, I guess. So what I like to do is, once I actually make my spike, I measure down about 16 inches. I measure down about 16 inches. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a drill and I'm going to drill through, and I hope you guys can see the hole. Drill straight through the pipe. Okay? Now, at that point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of the bolts and put it through. Simple, right? Then I'm going to take a lock nut. The reason why I like lock nuts, because they have a little nylon ferrule in the inside, and it stops the nut from backing out. You do all this work, it makes no sense for the nut to come loose, fall off in your truck, in your car, and then all of a sudden you shouldn't have done it. Feel like you shouldn't have done it in the first place. So these hold them in place. So you'll notice when you're putting on lock nuts, you get to a certain point and it wants to stop. That is the genius of the lock nut. So what I'm doing today, because it makes it easy, and if you have a ratchet set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ratchet set, tighten down on it, and I'm going to use either an adjustable wrench, a pair of channel locks, pliers, to hold back on the other side so it gets in position. And guess what? We're all done. I mean, we're literally all done. Your spike is done. It's set to your standard. If you want the stop rod, by all means. If you don't want the stop rods, it's here and it's done. Okay, so I hope this was useful. If you haven't made it before, by all means, make it. It's fun. It's something I like doing. Most fishermen are handymen and women, and they like to toy with things and build things. This is a nice cheap alternative to buying something that you can make for yourself. Okay? We'll be right back. Okay guys, we're done. We're done. We did the project. We did everything. We're finished. These are the finished products. We have the small ones for the little guys, the younger guys rather, that we'll be fishing with in the next couple days. We got the longer ones for me, because I like mine long because I fish a lot. We fish a lot in like sandy environments like the beach in particular. But you know, so we have flies. We have flies. Yes, we have flies. So we have a bunch of them done already. This project literally will not take you any time at all. It saves you like, I'm gonna say roughly close to 70% on what you're gonna buy in the store. So it's something that you can do. I've been doing it with him since he was a young guy. So it's a good thing, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Aren't you supposed to ask them for likes and stuff like that? Would you like the video? Ask them for likes.
Please like our video. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe for more content just like this. This is our DIY playlist, so come back for more DIYs if you're interested. Please be interested.
If you're interested.
I mean, the thing
you don't have a choice. Be interested. The Fishinaries. We here.
18.
Hey, also follow us on our social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on
soon to be Snapchat,
Fishbrain, and soon to be Snapchat. But right now, that's what we are. We're gonna put a list down in the description. We're also gonna put the list of everything you need. We did cheat a little bit. We did use power tools because, hey, I built things for a living, so it was easy. But you can always, I'll put alternative tools you can use, especially if you're only building a few. I'm building stuff. It's going to be about 10 of us total. So I built a lot of them, so I cheated a little bit. But you can always use a hand saw instead of a sawzall. You can always use a pair of channel locks, a couple pair of channel locks, or a couple pair of pliers to put it in instead of a ratchet. And it's a really easy project, and like I said, you save so much money. Like, buy 10 of these from anywhere, and you tell me how much it costs you. And we made how many?
6 long ones, 3 small ones.
Okay, so 9. We ended up with 9 total. Okay, good. So, hey, you guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. We're gonna be out of here. Remember, fish everywhere, because we fish everywhere. We're going to be traveling, we're going to be fishing, there's going to be more DIYs, it's going to be catching cooks, it's going to be tutorials, it's just going to be us clowning around on video, and everything else. So, you guys, have a good one, take it easy. We're the Fishinaries. We out. What was that? What was that? Boy, I cut the camera off. You gotta talk about your outros. You do. Yeah, boy.